I don't even know where to begin with this. Shane Vaughn. Now, if you don't know who Shane Vaughn is, he's one of these evangelical pastors, quote unquote, and God told him that Trump is the Messiah of America. Yes, he actually says that. So let's look at this guy, Shane Vaughn. Now, he's also a con man. What he was convicted of and was in prison for 4 years for what? Fraud. So my question is, what God is speaking to him? Because this is a con man putting a con man on a pedestal. Okay? He was convicted. He was an insurance salesman. And his old clients that were like 1 foot on a banana peel and the other next to the grave, he would buy insurance policies for them under his name, so when they kicked the bucket, he would get paid. And he made about $100,000 on this. Okay? So yeah, upstanding man of God. You can't get any bigger of a man of God than that. So my question again is, what God is he praying to? Because it's not the God that I know. But let's see. This was a way for him to go forward. This was a vehicle for him. And we've got hidden things, okay? Things that are occluded and being hung up. Okay, overturning things, hanging things up. This was his vehicle to do this. Going into it, we've got the big burden that's being carried. Okay, so what about this burden that he's coming in with? It's for a victory. He wants to be victorious with what? Because he's out in the cold. He's outside of the church. Okay? So does this look like a man of God because he's wounded outside of church? And so this God told him that Trump is the American Messiah. Okay? So he thinks this is going to strengthen him for a victory. And this is the message that he continues to put out. He's burdened with this message that God told him Trump is the America Messiah. Again, my question is, what God? Because he's outside of the church. Okay, so what do we have that's being held on to with this guy? Because this is the challenge. Endings. Death. Of what? The world. Okay? So is this somebody that wants to be supportive of people, supportive of humanity? No. It's about the White House. It's about power. Okay? It's about celebrating that drama. But what? Underneath of it all, we've got the seeds that he's sown, and he does not like the harvest. He will not like the harvest. Because this is an ending of the White House for him, and the world will celebrate the ending of Donald J. Trump. Okay? So let's break this down. Going into it, we've got his seeds that are sown. He's not liking the harvest. He's outside of the church, giving this message, and this is about what is being held to. Now, I think this could be, in this case, what's being held to. It could be his parishioners, the ones that are believing the nonsense that he is saying. But he's planted this, he's outside of church, he's not in there, he's not a genuine pastor. putting out this message to those that will hold on to it. Okay? We don't have any swords here with this, so we go on to emotions. This is to get the people to rally behind him, those that are willing to hear it. When it comes to the actions, he wants a victory because he's got a burden for what? The White House. Now we get to the nitty-gritty. What is underneath of is fueling all of it. This was a vehicle he could use to secret how he wants to overturn things, hang him up, to strengthen the ending of the world. Okay? Strengthen the ending of the world. Is this one of those Looney Tunes that thinks if he gets 45 into office there will be Armageddon? Okay? Is that his Hakaka thinking, backward thinking, to put an end to the world? Okay? Lord have mercy. You know, Jesus said if they say I'm here or there, don't believe him. You'll see me coming in the clouds with great glory. Now what does that mean? When you leave the physicality of form, you will see him in the clouds with great glory. Okay? Doesn't say he's coming back to this earth plane. It's not what it is saying. Okay? So I'm going to pull and see if there's anything else that it's going to tell us about this illusion, the delusion that's being perpetrated to hang things up, to overturn them, to see it from a totally different viewpoint. Okay? Because it's a way to what? Make money. It's a way to grift. And he's using this, that he is such a man of compassion when it's just about monetary, filthy lucre that he could make rapidly by this stance. And that's what he's building his church on, money. Okay? And this burden that people would have, and he creates in their mental space. Okay? And judgment is coming. What about judgment? The hidden things that is coming for those that are oppressed. Okay, the foundation is justice. What about justice? Justice when it comes to those of that darkened power that are oppressing people. There is hidden justice that comes, and like I said, the light shines. So when you leave the physicality of form, okay, there is justice on the other side. And those that are perpetrating this abuse of people, they will have judgment. And all of the hidden things will be revealed to them. Every pain they have caused others, they will feel themselves. You have that life review. And you know not only your own actions, emotions, and thoughts at that time, also how it affected others. This is why if you are a genuine spiritual teacher, you know karma, and you are absolutely not going to do anything that is going to come back. You do it out of love, whatever you have. Okay? Because you understand the genuine consequences. These guys don't understand the consequences because why? They're in illusion, delusion, and they're seeing from a different view. Okay? Overturn, sacrifice, the lie. It's all because for them it's about money, prominence, fame, etc. These are the ones, again, that say, well, didn't I prophesy in your name? Didn't I heal in your name? Didn't I do this in your name? Get away from me. I never knew you. Okay? They're in for a rude awakening. So when he says, God told me that Trump is the Messiah of America, my question again is, what God? Because if you were in prison for fraud, and you spent 4 years there, then what in the world kind of a man of God are you? You would be more putting Satan, who says, bow down to me and you can have anything that you want in this world. And what did Jesus say? Get behind me, Satan. Do not tempt the Lord your God. Okay? So how quickly they forget these things. And they are going to use Christ in the name of Christ to fill their pockets and to put themselves on pedestals and to elevate con men in a place of worship. So, and people say, is Trump the Antichrist? I keep saying the Antichrist is a movement. There are many, many, many that are Antichrist. These evangelicals in these evil angel churches that have twisted the message of Christ, rather than lay up your treasures in heaven, prosperity now. Okay? Think peace and carry an AK-47. How much of that would Christ approve? If Christ actually came down on earth again, they would be the first ones to string him up again. So, again, we look at this and we understand the truth of the situation, and we're not taken in by these deceivers, okay, that want to elevate 45 to this position and call him a Messiah. No, he's a con man, a thief, and he is going to wind up destitute. I've said that for a long time. He's going to be convicted on RICO charges. I've said that for years now. You can go back through my readings and see that I said that from the time he got elected, that he will be brought up on RICO and he will be going down and he is going to lose his empire. Okay? Maybe not to the point of being homeless on the street, but he might as well, for as much as it is going to crush him. So on that note, I leave that here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.